Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh and good day everyone. My name is Nur Ainani Ilyani binti Ainuddin from class MBS 6C UITM campus Puncak Alam. Thank you for joining me today. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, Malaysia is world renowned for its culinary heritage. We take pride in our food, but we are currently living through a sweet paradox. While we celebrate our delicious flavors, we also hold a title we should be ashamed of. We are the fattest nation in Southeast Asia. According to the 2023 National Health and Morbidity Survey, nearly 1 in 5 adults in our country are now living with diabetes. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about your favorite morning teh tarik. I have to ask you, would you still enjoy that morning drink if you know your tax were directly funding the very ingredient causing a national health crisis? Today, I want to discuss why we must abolish sugar subsidies to save our public health. Ladies and gentlemen, we are facing a national emergency. The current policy of sugar subsidies makes an unhealthy ingredient artificially cheap. This leads directly to overconsumptions and skyrocketing rates of non-communication disease or NCDs such as obesity and heart disease. But the crisis goes deeper than just our waistlines. It is an economic disaster. Our government spends billions on those subsidies. This creates a double financial strain because our public healthcare system must then turn around and pay to treat the resulting epidemic of diabetes and kidney failure. Furthermore, these low prices create what we call market distortions. Because sugar is so cheap, food manufacturers have no incentive to reformulate their product with healthy alternatives. According to the World Health Organization, this cycle is keeping us sick while draining our national resources. So, what is the solutions? Ladies and gentlemen, we must move toward total abolishment and economic realignment. By completely phasing out sugar subsidies, we can save the government approximately 500 million to 600 million ringgit every year. This allows us to shift our national budget from subsidizing illness to investing in wellness. This reform will create a true cost market. It will force manufacturers to innovate and help mitigate the staggering 64 billion ringgit annual economic loss caused by healthcare expenses and drops in productivity. With diabetes predicted to affect 7 million Malaysians adults by 2025, this is a critical safeguard for our future. We can take those millions of ringgit saved and reallocate them directly into public health. Imagine that money being used to subsidize fresh products or import sport facilities for our children. We can use this policy change as a national wake-up call to promote a low-sugar lifestyle through education. Ladies and gentlemen, let us visualize the two paths ahead of us. Imagine a positive future. Picture a Malaysia where the obesity rate finally begins to drop. Imagine our children growing up with less sugar-heavy habits and a government that has a massive surplus of funds to build world-class hospitals instead of buying sugar. However, look at the negative contrast. If we do not act now, our healthcare system will eventually collapse under the weight of millions of diabetes patients. The sweet life we enjoy today will become a bitter reality of shortened life expectancy for our next generations. My respectful listeners, as I close today, I want to leave you with a thought from Benjamin Franklin, who famously said, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." Currently, Malaysia is doing the opposite. We are spending millions to subsidize the very ingredient that make us ill, while the cure of healthcare system is being pushed to the breaking point. We have the power to change this story by advocating for the abolishment of sugar subsidies. We shift our focus from subsidizing illness to investing in wellness. We can protect the 7 million Malaysians at risk of diabetes and save our economy from a 64 billion ringgit loss. So, I urge you today. First, you have to advocate, support the government's effort to reduce subsidies and increase sugar tax. You have to act why you have to choose kurang manis or less sweet at homes and for your family. Let us win this war of sugar together. Let us stop paying for our own illness and start investing in our life. That's all for me. Thank you.